Good Rising, welcome to Good Rising TV. Wellness Wednesdays with Tachia, aka Arit. Good Rising and Great Awakenings. Let's move this a little closer. And yes, I'm using my handy dandy tripod stand that is in my TikTok shop. Good Rising, Great Awakenings. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I'm really excited because the new order of pinhole glasses came in. You can see they have holes in them, which force your eyes to focus rather than magnify what you look at. And there's lots of exercises that you can do to strengthen your eyes. Oh, Good Rising. Thank you so much, lawyers, Fraser lawyers. The light just went out. I don't know what's going on here. I thought I had charged him. But anyway, they force your eyes to focus instead of magnifying what you look at. And there's lots of exercises that you can do to strengthen your eyes, like going up and down, side to side. And there's the going around the circle, going side to side. And then there's one where you trace like every edge in the room you're in. So your eyes are going front to back, forward and backwards, and up and down. And there's one where you rub your hands together until they're warm and then cup them over your eyes. Like that. There's so many more. There's a book called Take Off Your Glasses and See. Good Rising, Great Awakenings. Take Off Your Glasses and See, where, is his name? Can't remember his name. But you'll find it online. Take off your glasses and see. And he teaches you how to see with all of your senses, not just your eyes. Like when you go to one of his workshops, he'll say, now take off your glasses, we're going for a walk. And people will be like, I've been wearing glasses since I was 2 years old. I can't see without my glasses. And he teaches you how to see. He says he was an optometrist that just got tired of selling people stronger prescriptions, and he wasn't able to help their vision improve. So then he started to study pinhole glasses and did a lot of research and wrote a book. Funny thing about these pinhole glasses and why I'm so excited that a new shipment came in. Thank you for joining the live. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday at Good Rising TV, where we talk about several topics of wellness, usually just what pops into my head. But anyway, the crazy story about my journey with pinhole glasses is that back in like 2003 or 2004, they were still banned by the FDA in the United States, and you could only get them if you bought them from like someone who had them like in Canada or Italy. Like I was gonna have some shipped to Canada and then have my friends send them to me. Good Rising. Oh yes, I forgot to make my little sign. For those of you that are actually staying for this live session, if you could tap your screen, that would be so amazing. Usually when I join someone's live, I try to tap 1,000 times, and then that helps their live get promoted. But anyway, I found out about these glasses in 2003 from an elder. I guess I'm an elder now, and I'm giving you my experience. And I was just getting to the age, that's in my 40s, where I needed reading glasses. I was constantly losing them, breaking them, stepping on them, sitting on them, leaving them places, and it was just getting really annoying. And my vision was getting really bad that year because I was working on my CD cover by myself instead of hiring someone, so I was like squinting all the time, and my vision went way down. And so I was visiting my friend's Mama Charlotte, and I was telling her, in fact, I just got out of my car and my glasses were on my lap. I guess they fell on the ground and I stepped on them and broke them when I went to visit her. And so she sat across the table and said, try these. She slid them over to me just like that. And I put them on. Here, I don't know if you can see through the pinholes. I put them on and I could read, and I was like, that's crazy. How can I see with these pinhole glasses? But anyway, if you're having trouble with your vision and you've been getting prescription glasses or reading glasses and you're tired of that, you should check out pinhole glasses. Not only do they make your eyes stronger, they help correct your vision. And the more you wear them, the better your vision gets. And then you don't need them anymore, but you just keep wearing them because they make your eyes stronger. All right, so for those of you that are sticking around, welcome to Good Rising TV. My name is Tachia. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and we talk about various topics in wellness. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Amanda. And Brad and, Sexy Mona. Thank you for tuning in. So normally we begin with an astrology reading. However, for some reason, I was unable to access Astro app where I get the 13-month sidereal astrology reading. I tried logging in for several hours this morning. Usually it should take 5 minutes. So we're not going to start with an astrology reading today. We have plenty of other wellness topics to discuss. So usually I have a list of topics we go down, and so the first thing is astrology. I will say this. This is the 13-month sidereal astrology system, and my favorite points, my favorite constellations are the ones that are aligned with the Milky Way galaxy. So that would be, to the center of the galaxy would be Scorpio, Ophiuchus, and sidereal Sagittarius. And then on the other end, we have Gemini, Orion, and the Great Dog. And when you look at them from a certain perspective, it looks like a loudspeaker system. And the moon is getting ready to move into the sacred hoop. The sacred hoop is a constellation, what do you call it? A collection of constellations, a group of constellations that are revered by the Lakota. And it consists of Gemini, Orion, and the Canis Major or Sirius. And so it's called the sacred hoop. And usually when a planet or the sun moves into the sacred hoop, I have some sort of special offering. So I'll have to look into that. So then the next subject would be frequencies. Oh, and I hope you had a wonderful full moon. We had an exceptional full moon here in Chicago. Let's see, Cotton Havens. If any of you would like to join the discussion, just let me know. Send me a say, hey, I'd like to join the discussion, because I've stopped just letting anyone join because they might want to play games, and I haven't figured out how to shut off the game. So if you'd like to join the discussion on Wellness Wednesday, just let me know and I will invite you in. Okay, so here's another thing we can talk about without the astrology chart. This is a diagram of the 13 months, the 13 zodiacs. Welcome, thank you for tuning in. If you're going to stick around, please feel free to tap the screen. That really helps your content creator, and I feel really awkward asking you this, but I would really appreciate it. So we have the 13-month zodiac, and if you give me your birthday, I can at least tell you what your true sun sign is. This astrology system is based on the actual motion of the sun and the planets through the constellations, whereas the Western system is completely man-made. Time moves forward one day every 70 years, and so the zodiac signs change. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. I really appreciate you for liking the live. This is, it's not a light here. I am Lucian Stark. Thank you so much, Lucian Stark. If you type in your birth date, I can let you know what is your solar sign on the sidereal system. And if you go to my website, lightbeingwellness.com, you can sign up and get your astrology reading, chart consultation, or thank you, Lucian Stark, or a Cosmic Chimes Enchanting session for your birthday. Okay, Ricky Martin, 5/26/56. So according to reality, you would be considered a Taurus. So you probably think you're a Gemini, but according to natural reality and truth, you'd be considered a sidereal Taurus. Thursday, June 29th. June 25th, excuse me. June 25th. So you are actually, no. Yeah, you are considered a true Gemini, June 25th. So that didn't change so much for you. Yes, but if you'd like me to do a full chart, you can DM me and we can arrange for your contribution to Astrology Temple. Like I said, I wasn't able to log in today for some reason to the app, so all I can do is go by the chart. Yeah, like when I first found out about my sidereal sign, I was a little bit perturbed because I'm a Leo. I'm used to being creative and the queen of the jungle. But according to reality, I'm a little tiny scarab crab. So I can see, though, how the sidereal Cancer is a big part of my life. And the way we look at it is your Western astrology sun sign or your Western astrology chart is how you move about the earth, because that chart represents the earth moving around the sun. It's not really based on the stars. And then the sidereal chart, which sidereal means star or stellar, is who you're here to become or your purpose and as you mature and develop. Okay, so the next segment that we usually talk about are frequencies. And I am working on my book, Hesiu Neteru, which breaks down the different frequencies and how they correspond to the Neteru. The Neteru are cosmic forces of nature. Some people refer to them as gods and goddesses. But here at Astrology Temple, we're learning how to create using these cosmic forces, learning how to create using ideal solids, learning how to create using chants, learning how to create using sounds. And so I just recently invested in the solfeggio chimes. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I have the acutonics chimes, which correspond to the planetary frequencies, and I have corresponded those to the Neteru. For example, Pluto is a star, Saturn is Geb, Libra is Ma'at or Hetaru. It's Hetaru because now I have the solfeggio for Ma'at. Venus is Hetaru. Jupiter is Amun. The full moon is Jehuti, and the other phases of the moon are Sasecha. And then the corresponding constellations that go with the planets. But there was some that I didn't have a tone for, like Aset. She's associated with the asteroid Ceres, so I had a little tuning fork for Aset, but there wasn't a chime. And for Kepara, I was using the tone for Cancer or the new moon, but that goes with Sasecha. And then Ma'at didn't have one, and Selket didn't have one. So I just chose some, well, I'll show you what the tuning forks look like. Usually I do a self-care demonstration, but today I'm gonna do the chimes. Oh, I didn't bring the tuning forks, I just brought chimes, okay. All right, so I did a Cosmic Chimes Enchanting session for the full moon at the lake. It was wonderful, just wonderful. But I just recently got these solfeggio. Good Rising, Great Awakenings. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday at Good Rising TV. If you're gonna stick around for a while, I sure appreciate it if you would tap the screen or the little heart at the top. Whenever you're on someone's live, it really helps if you do that. And I know it's annoying if I have to stop and ask from time to time. It's considered a commercial break. Okay. So I recently invested in the solfeggio chimes. Let me put my glasses back on. I need to remember to bring a light. I brought the light for the camera, but when it's not sunny like this, there's not a lot of light. And you need light to use these pinhole glasses. So this one is 528. So that one is for miracles, transformation, repairing DNA. And so this frequency corresponds to Chakra, the creator of the gods and goddesses. And then I also brought, I randomly selected, they're all tangled here. Just a minute. Ooh, they're really tangled. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Looks like somebody came and tied them up while I was sleeping. Oh. Okay. Almost there. It's like they're really tangled here. Almost there. Well, I'm really excited about this addition to my collection of tools because I was talking about in the book the frequencies of the gods and goddesses. Hetsu Netsudu is the vibrations of the gods and goddesses, the cosmic forces of nature. And on October 17, 2022, I experienced a green flash sunrise. And then the ancestors or spirit guides gave me this download on this amazing meditation technique. And part of that is learning which Netsudu go with which chakras, which Netsudu go with the solfeggio frequencies, which Netsudu go with the ideal solids. And then when I do my meditation, I run through all of those three things and then visualize what it is that I want to manifest or create. And I was doing that consistently for several months. And then something happened and I got away from it. And then I was doing it very consistently for several months. And then something happened, I got away from it. And this time when I got away from it, it was the building renovation. So on November 1st, when things come back into alignment, I'm going to start again. But anyway, so the other one that I randomly chose, 852, Tone of La. This is the one for restoring divine spiritual order. So that's what? Ma'at. And then the third one that I randomly chose for today is the big one, 396. Now, okay, good. 396, This is the root chakra, Selket. So I just thought we'd spend a few moments with these chimes. And I would just like a mini cosmic chimes enchanting session. Good rising, great awakenings. If you are interested in joining the live as a guest, just let me know. I no longer randomly invite people because sometimes they want to play a match game and I haven't figured out how to turn it off when I make that mistake. So if you want to join in on this conversation, just let me know, okay? All right, so we're going to have Ut. So Selket, the Ut root. This one is for releasing guilt and fear. So that's why I designated this one for Selket, because Selket is the scorpion goddess, and she protects us from our doubts and fear. She stings the fetters of Set. She strikes when Set tries to take the lead by force against divine will. So we have Selket, Ma'at, and Chakra. That's a very powerful combination. So also it came with this cute little hand-holding device, so I don't have to set up the stand and everything. But I see they still spin around quite a bit, so we'll see what happens. Maybe if I spread them out. So this one is miracles and transformations. This one is Ma'at. And we know what Ma'at is: balance, peace, order, harmony, justice, righteousness, reciprocity, and I think I missed one. Balance, truth, order, harmony, justice, reciprocity, and propriety, or righteousness. I have a couple of songs about Ma'at. out now, and I have an album for my aunt that's going to be completed and released. Of course, my motherboard on my computer went out. Okay, so I'm just going to chant the names here. We have, that's beautiful. So we have Oud, La, oh, this one's backwards. Me, Oud, me. Okay, now the Neteru. Dua Selket. Dua Kepara. Dua Selket. Dua Mat. Dua Selket. Good rising, great awakenings. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, where we just discuss various topics in wellness and healing. We just had a mini cosmic chimes and chanting session. I just chose these tones at random. Ut, which is 396, La 852, Mi 528, or Selket, Ma'at, and Kepra. I just recently obtained these chimes, and they're just so beautiful. They're still ringing. All right. Yeah, so I used to go live doing these cosmic chimes and chanting sessions for an hour. However, they didn't really allow me to engage with the community. So now I'm doing these Good Rising TV sessions. And then when I set up my subscription services, those are the people that are really interested in these sound showers. Oops, sorry. So stay tuned for that information. So so that's why I'm splitting it up. So at these sessions, I can talk more about about the sound healing. And then during the offerings, I can just offer the sound healing. So these chimes that I selected are toned to the solfeggio frequencies. And again, I'm still not exactly sure how they found the solfeggio frequencies in modern times. They said someone was reading the Bible, and the first word on the first verse in a particular chapter gave him the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's where the solfeggio comes from. That's where do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do comes from. And he must have uncovered ancient information about the solfeggio frequencies. If any of you on here know about solfeggio frequencies, if you could join in the conversation, just let me know. I'm just learning about them myself. And so then he rediscovered the history of the solfeggio frequencies, and now that's what's trending. And each one has particular healing quality. So, for instance, here's the chart that tells you the 9 solfeggio frequencies. Some charts only have 7, because of the 7 chakras. So the last time I did this, I got really confused. Okay, so these are the chakras, and, because there are 2. The solfeggios and the ideal solids. I'm gonna run down the chart, and this is the information that will be in my new book, Hesiu Neteru, once I get my laptop back. So 963 is the crown chakra, and the term for crown chakra is Ik. And Ik, and in the solfeggio system, this is Nebuchadnezzar. Ideal solids, this is Nebuchadnezzar. All right, then we have, and so that one is for to connect with light and spirit. Then the first eye, 852. In the solfeggio system, this is Ma'at. In the chakra system, this is called Mer. And in the ideal solid system, this is Aset, or the Merkaba. I'm gonna get it right this time. Then we have the throat chakra. The Kemetic term for the throat chakra is Sekhem, which is the life force energy. In the solfeggio system, this is Aset. In the ideal solid system, this is Jehuti. Ooh, I'm doing good today. And then we have the heart chakra. The Kemetic name for the heart chakra is Chakra. In the solfeggio system, 693, forgot to read. 852 is attract soul, tribe, or restoring divine order. And then 741, awaken intuition. And then 639, the heart chakra, Chakra chakra, the healing property is healing relationships. The chakra term is Chakra. The solfeggio term is Knit. And the okay, solfeggio, Knit, chakra, Chakra, and what's the other one? Ideal solid is Ma'at. That's the one. Okay. That's why I need the book, because I kept getting mixed up. And then 528 repairs DNA. That's the solar plexus. The name for the solar plexus is Ob. The ideal solid, let's see, Malik Damsan. Okay, yes, so I'm not trying to play match games right now, but thank you for asking. This is only for people who want to discuss wellness or sound healing. Games right now, but thank you for asking. This is only for people who want to discuss wellness or sound healing. Thank you for the invitation. So put in the text, are you trying to discuss wellness and sound healing, or are you just trying to play a match game? Because if it's just a match game, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so back to the solar plexus. The Kemetic term is Ob. The solfeggio, the name for the solfeggio frequency, 528, is repairs DNA, miracle tones, repair DNA, and transformation. This is Ra Herakuti, and the Ideal solid is, ideal solid is rock Hitakuti. Solfeggio is Chakra. That's right. And the name is Ob. Okay, there we go. I got distracted. Just two more. Then 417, the sacral chakra or the womb chakra facilitates change. The Solfeggio term is Nut because she gives birth to the light. The name of the chakra is Tek, and the ideal solid is also Nut, the light that gives birth to the light. And the root chakra, the frequency 396, is liberates you of fear and guilt, and that goes to Selket. And then the name of the chakra is Sefket. And in the ideal solids is Geb. All right, so I made it. I went through all of them. Oh, and then also in this system, they have 285 influences energy field and 174 removes pain. And I have yet to correspond those with the Netarus yet. All right. So then we did a little bit about sound healing and frequencies. Where are we at? Okay. I want to thank you for tuning in, those of you that are still with me today. And thank you for tuning in, JHemp665. Today we're just talking about, this is Wellness Wednesday, and we're talking about various topics in wellness. And I wasn't able to get the astrology chart up for today, but we do have the spiral dance medicine wheel chart, so we can talk about that a little bit. We talked about that a lot yesterday. But this, in addition to it representing the indigenous people of the four directions, it represents the 4 seasons and the mid-seasons. And we're coming up on the middle of fall, which is a natural holy day called, in some cultures it's Halloween, in some cultures it's All Hallows Eve, in some cultures it's Dia de los Muertos. And yesterday we talked about ways to clean your house, your space, to prepare for November 1st, Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, when the ancestors come. This is the time when the veil between the realms opens. And on the spiral dance medicine wheel, the middle of fall is right up here. Okay, so that's why I have this as the background. In case you're wondering how to celebrate the middle of fall, you celebrate it by intense purification of your physical temple and your home. And then you invite on Halloween, All Hallows Eve, you have a ceremony. And you can go around the room with sage and drums and noisemakers and rattles and rid the space and the corners of negative, stale energy. And then November 1st, you invite your ancestors in and you have a ceremony for your ancestors. Okay, so next we're going to talk about some of my favorite tools for sound healing. Tools for wellness. So we talked about the pinhole glasses. I just got some new ones. And thank you for tuning in, Nashe. Thank you for stopping by Wellness Wednesday on Good Rising TV. And those of you watching the replay on YouTube, I'm really sorry. I had planned on going live today, but I'm having technical difficulties with the other device I was using. I usually use my laptop, but the motherboard is being replaced. So I will be back soon. Good Rising, Great Awakenings. JoJo Real Talk. If you'd like to join this conversation on Wellness Wednesday, to invite you in. If you want to tune in, we talked a little bit about astrology, frequencies, and sound healing. Now we're going to talk about some of my favorite wellness tools, in addition to sound healing and astrology. Oh, yeah. And if anyone's interested, I have a pendulum here. We can do a pendulum reading. If anyone's interested, just type in a question, and I can answer you. I guess this is, nobody's here at the moment, I guess. Here we go, yeah. So show me yes, and show me no. And if anyone's interested in getting a pendulum reading, just leave a comment. No one is interested in getting a pendulum reading at the moment. But anyway, if anyone is interested, here it is. And if you're watching the replay, you can send me your question and I can do a mini pendulum reading for you. All right. So here's some of my favorite tools for healing and wellness. I have a few of my favorite crystals here. I love this gigantic quartz crystal. And it's a Lemurian crystal. I don't know if you can see when they have grooves on the ends, on the sides. I thought that was just from the way they cut it. But when it has grooves on the side, like this one does, there you can see, it means that it's storing information and knowledge. And so every now and then, I hold them to my heart, not just my heart chakra, I just hold them to my heart because my heart is healing from so many wounds, and every now and then they're triggered. So I actually have a day that I have set aside in my week of 10 days where I spend time with my crystals. I wish I could say I do it every day, but I don't make time to do it with my crystals every day. But I do have a day set aside to really work with my crystals, put my heart chakra and my heart. And you can put them in the moonlight. Is that? Oh, Tina Payne. I thought it was my friend Tara Payne. Tina Fey. If you want to have a pendulum reading, just type your question in the chat room. Just having various topics on wellness today, Wellness Wednesday. And I'm just sitting here with one of my favorite crystals. It's a quartz crystal. Right now we're talking about wellness tools. And then I have one of these selenite charging plates. I keep this crystal on here all the time. And then you can take them out into the moonlight, the full moon or the new moon, or special natural holy days. And then I really like, I also have a selenite wand. This is, I use sage for smudging, but I also use this wand for clearing your arms, your angel wings, clearing your wings. And I guess you could clean your locks with them. Good rising, great awakenings. Thank you for tuning in. Tina Payne. Oh, I keep saying Pay. I can see the app, but my friend's name is Tara Payne. And I'm just seeing Payne, but it's Tina Fey. Just going over some of my favorite tools. This is a selenite wand. And then I also have this beautiful rose quartz. Yeah, when I hit age 60, I started buying bigger crystals. I used to just have little ones, or, like these kind of bracelets. And then when I hit 60, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get this gigantic piece of rose quartz. Again, I put this on my heart and my heart chakra. Good rising, Raven Blonde. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, my lights went out. Thank you for tuning in to Wellness Wednesday, Good Rising TV. If you have any wellness questions, you'd like to get a pendulum reading, or find out your 13-month sidereal astrology solar sign, just type your question in the chat box and I will do my best to answer your question. Rose quartz are great for healing the heart and relationships. So whenever I feel a certain way about something in my past, I just grab this, put it on my heart. I don't know if it's because it's so big, or that I feel it so much, or if it's so big, it has so much energy, but I just really love holding these big crystals. Now, this is the kind of crystal I used to buy, little bitty ones. This is a piece of black tourmaline I've had since my first Saturn return in 1988. It has an arrow on it, and I used to have this little black tourmaline octagon that would fit right there, but I lost. It was stolen, actually. But I still have this tourmaline. You can see the arrow. It's so cool. And on my 60th birthday, my daughter bought me this. I was going to buy it for myself, but she bought it for me. This giant amethyst chunk. And I just keep this black tourmaline right in there. This is my favorite color. Amethyst, lavender purple, my favorite colors. Yeah. So, Zach Washburn, thank you so much for tuning in. If you're interested in joining the live conversation about wellness, just come on in. But if you want to play games, the match games, I don't really do that very much. I don't do that. Yeah, but I'm just on here talking about different topics of my wellness journey. We talked about astrology. We talked about frequencies. I did a sound healing demonstration with some chimes. We talked about the spiral dance medicine wheel. The next natural holy day is coming up on November 1st. Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, Halloween, All Hallows Eve. We just went through some of my favorite crystals. Oh, I didn't talk about amethyst. Amethyst, I believe, and the black tourmaline is for protection. The amethyst is for abundance, so it's like to protect my abundance. Wisdom. I'm sure there's qualities I'm forgetting, but those are my main ones, my favorite ones. All right. It's going pretty fast today. Not many questions. Time to keep going. I'm sure we've talked about sage, like I was talking about before, when you are doing your cleansing of your space for Dia de los Muertos. And you're going around after you've done the mopping, the dusting and the sweeping or vacuuming, mopping. Then you do the rinses with the botanicas. You have rinses for protection, rinse to, like if you have a business, to increase your customers, to increase business, or to heal relationships. You have different herbal formulas called, in the botanicas or botanicals, and then you do a rinse with those, and while you're doing that, you have the you recite intentions, chants, prayers, affirmations, or singing. So I've been doing a lot of deep cleaning. If you've been watching my videos, I was preparing my space for paint job and lead encapsulation. So now that's done. Now I'm going to start the deep cleaning space, cleaning up my space and getting ready for Dia de los Muertos. Good Rising, Great Awakenings. Thanks for tuning in. This is Wellness Wednesday, Good Rising TV, and I'm just talking about different topics of divine duality, of Good Rising, talking about health and wellness today. We just had a bunch of different conversations, and you tuned in just in time for the next topic. Bach flower essences. Is anyone familiar with these Bach flower essences? This book is a comprehensive guide to North American and English flower essences for emotional and spiritual well-being. And these, I'm trying to find something I can read to give a good introduction. Here we go. What are flower essences? So, like I said before, previous talks, Dr. Edward Bach was from England, and he traveled to Africa and learned that the indigenous people of Africa, in addition to all of their wonderful medicinal treatments and benefits and tools, they had the tradition of taking a bowl of purified water and sitting it next to flowers Okay. I thank you for tuning in, even if you're a multitasking mom, and that you're here to listen to me ramble. And he put the bowl of water next to flowers, and then and then the essence of the flower is instilled into the water. It doesn't involve distillation or heat or anything, just the flower shares its essence. And he learned that by gathering the water, and they preserve them with brandy. So people think, well, you're just getting healed by the brandy. But no, you definitely feel a difference. Good rising. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Emily. Thank you for your warm comments. So in fact, this glass of water right here, I just put my drops in and I just drink it on a regular basis. And since I've been drinking it, I feel a big difference. So I'm going to talk about Bach flower remedies here and have another sip. So I'm just going to read from this introduction because they say it better than I would. Flower essences are subtle liquid extracts generally taken in oral form, which are used to address profound issues of emotional well-being, soul development, and mind-body health. So they're different than homeopathic remedies, which is for like physical ailments. These are for spiritual, emotional ailments. While the use of flowers for healing has many ancient antecedents, the precise application of flower essences for specific emotions and attitudes was first developed by an English physician, Dr. Edward Bach, in the 1930s. All right, so this is not true, okay? He went to Africa and studied with the indigenous African people who were practicing flower essences. He wrote it down. He translated what they said and wrote it down and made a book. So let's be very clear about that. Today, flower essences are gaining worldwide professional recognition in the West. I'm going to be adding my own comments for their significant contribution to holistic health and wellness programs. Flower essences are generally prepared from a sun's infusion of either wildflowers or pristine garden blossoms in a bowl of water, which is further diluted and potentized and preserved with brandy. Quality preparation requires careful attention to the purity of the environment, the vibrancy and potency of the blossoms, celestial and meteorological conditions, and sensitive study of the physical and energetic properties of the plant through its cycles of growth. Although flower essences resemble other health remedies, which come in dropper bottles, meaning essential oils or homeopathics, they do not work because of the chemical composition of the liquid, but because of the life forces derived from the plant and contained within the water-based matrix. Like homeopathic remedies, flower essences are vibrational in nature. They are highly diluted from a physical point of view, but have subtle power as potentized substances, embodying the specific energetic patterns of each flower. Their impact does not derive from any direct biochemical interaction within the physiology of the body. Rather, flower essences work through the various human energy fields, which in turn influence mental, emotional, and physical well-being. The action of flower essences can be compared to the effects we experience from hearing a particularly moving piece of music or seeing an inspirational work of art. The light or sound waves which reach our senses may evoke profound feelings in our soul, which indirectly affect our breathing, pulse rate, and other physical states. These patterns do not impact us by direct physical or chemical intervention in our bodies. Rather, it is the contour and arrangement of the light or sound which awakens an experience, within our own soul, similar to that which arose within the soul of the creator of the musical or art form. This is the phenomenon of resonance, as when a guitar string sounds when a matching note is sung. In a similar way, the specific structure and shape of the life forces conveyed by each flower essence resonate with and awaken particular qualities within the human soul. Another model which may be useful in understanding the vibrational resonance of flower essences comes through holography. A holographic photograph consists of light wave interference patterns, any portion of which contains information from the whole and can be used to recreate the original three-dimensional image. Thus, we can describe the water containing the blossoms as receiving a kind of holographic imprint of the essential qualities of the plant. Each drop of water contains the whole configuration of the plant's archetype. As we dilute the flower essence, we attenuate the physical substance of the infusion so that it is no longer biochemically significant. However, the full etheric message of the plant essence remains in the few highly diluted drops we take into our bodies. Flower Essence Society. Okay, there's one more paragraph. Working with flower essences requires a stretch in our thinking beyond the materialistic assumption that more is better. Flower essences, like other vibrational remedies, illustrates the principle that small is beautiful. They are part of an emerging field of non-invasive, life-enhancing subtle therapies which promise to make a major contribution to healthcare in coming years. All right. A.C. Scott. All right, A.C. Scott, I'm trusting that you do not want to play games. You just want to join the conversation. Good rising, A.C. Scott. How are you today?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing very well.
I can see that.
Okay. Yeah, I was just reading from this book on Bach flower essences. Are you familiar with flower essences? I was talking about how Dr. Bach is given credit for discovering flower essences, but actually he traveled to Africa and traveled with flower essence practitioners and took notes and wrote books, and now he's given credit for inventing flower essences. But
He's giving credit. He's giving credit to what?
For discovering flower essences. This is a book on flower essences, and it's from Africa. I don't know where in Africa, but you get a bowl of purified water and set it next to flowers, and the flower transfers its essence into the water. And when you drink the water, you receive spiritual and emotional healing. And Dr. Bach is credited with discovering this. And I really would like to find out who he studied with. But today is Wellness Wednesday, and we just talk about different subjects in healing and wellness. And so I just got my second kit of the flower essences. I had my first kit back in 1980.
Your first kit.
Yes, of the flower essences. So we're going to be learning about them today. And so I thought maybe we would just talk. I'm just going to read a few of, what some of them can cure. So for abandonment, says feeling abandoned by the spiritual world to make, these are different. So for abandonment, and then it tells you which flower essences to use. So for abandonment, you would use Angelica, feeling abandoned by the spiritual world to make a connection with spiritual guidance and support. Or Baby Blue Eyes, feeling rejected and abandoned by one's father. Bleeding Heart, feeling abandoned in relationships, need for more detachment and emotional self-sufficiency. Chicory, feelings of rejection or abandonment resulting in excessively needy or manipulative behavior. Evening Primrose, feeling rejected by one's mother in early infancy or in utero. Cold or detached feelings toward others due to experience of abandonment and rejection. I need that one. Holly, feeling unloved and rejected by others, using hostility toward others to mask feelings of emotional abandonment, feeling of isolation or all alienation which stifles the heart. Mallow, difficulty making social contact with others, leading to feelings of abandonment. Mariposa lily, feeling abandoned due to lack of bonding with one's mother. Ooh, I need that one. Promotes connection with divine feminine principle, ability to nurture and feel nurtured. Oregon grape, expecting rejection, abandonment from others, paranoia. Pink monkey flower, fearing abandonment and rejection, accompanied by a deep feeling of shame. Sweet chestnut, despair of the soul, feeling abandoned by God. Sweet pea, social alienation and isolation, not feeling at home or finding social roots. So those are all the flower essences that they have listed for the condition of feeling of abandonment. And so then you would seek out these flower essences, or you consult a practitioner like myself, and I would put it together for you. So, like I said, I just got my kit. I haven't. This is a funny story. I ordered this kit first, right, and then I canceled it because it came with a book, and these like cards, set of cards. And I said, oh, I don't need that. So I canceled the order, and I got a refund, and then I ordered another kit. But then they sent me this one anyway. And then it says, once you open the kit, it can't be returned. So I get to keep the kit. So I have 2 kits. So I haven't opened this kit yet. So here's the box of Bach flower essences. And then inside, there are just little jars, little bottles, tinctures. You know, you think they're tinctures, but they're not. They're flower essences. And so the Bach flower essences, he has 38 flower essences in his kit. And from the book that I have here, there's way more than 38. I don't even know how many. Oh, this is just to the A's. Yeah, there's oh my gosh. And he's got emergency, home and lifestyle, hesitation, heart conditions, impatience, inadequacy, immune responsive, indecision, insecurity, menopause, meditation, rejuvenation.
Your light.
Got like all
Light.
of these conditions that can be healed
Can
with.
you hear me?
What's that?
Can you hear me?
What?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yeah.
Where are you stemming from?
What?
Where are you stemming from? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm in Chicago, and there's a lot of traffic going by. That's why you can't hear me. Yeah, I'm in Chicago. Where are you?
I'm in Qatar.
Qatar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, where's that?
Asia country.
Asia country. What? I don't know where that is. I know it's Africa. Is it Nigeria?
Not in Nigeria. I mean, I'm from Nigeria, but I live in Qatar.
Qatar, and I don't know where that is. I'm sorry, I'm ignorant.
Okay. Do you know Arab country? Oh my God.
Arab country?
Yeah, Arab. Yeah.
Arab. Yes, I know Arab country. Yeah, I know about it. So which
Okay.
you in? Qatar? I don't know.
Maybe I'll invite you to come to Qatar.
Okay, maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
if you are okay.
No, I'm okay. I'm just talking about wellness and healing.
So for how long have you been with this book?
I've only been to Egypt so far. That's all.
Egypt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been there 4 times.
4 times?
Yeah, 4 times.
You went for a visit or what, or vacation?
I went because I love Egyptian culture, spirituality, Kemetic wisdom, and I'm a Naturian. I follow the Netaru, so I went for a spiritual experience, spiritual journey. I went twice with teachers and twice by myself. Well, I had a tour guide.
You know, I was thinking you went there with your husband or family or something like
No,
that.
I don't. I don't have a husband, and my family is not interested in this. So. Okay,
Okay,
so
but yeah.
Bach Flower Remedies. This is Wellness Wednesday. And thank you for those of you who are tuning in. If you have any questions about Bach Flower Remedies or anything in wellness, but I was just reading through some of the things that can be treated with the Bach Flower Remedies and some of them. And I thought we could look through this little book that I got. Yeah. What do you do? And oh, there it's gone again. Okay. So they come with these great cards. This one's for agrimony. Tells you what it's good for.
Oh, I
What
study agri.
do you
I
do?
study. I study agri. I study agricultural science.
Oh.
Hey, my friend, are you through for today? Are you done for today?
No.
Oh,
Not yet. Today,
okay.
Oh yeah, with divine duality music. You probably is it music or mystic? Mystic music. You probably were there in your past life. You know, you probably at one point or another you were a temple musician. That's how I feel about my attraction. When I go there, I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely was here. I definitely was here before. You know, and I would just sit down and start playing music. People would be taking my pictures, but I definitely was there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Agrimony. Joy always comes after pain. The negative key words for this flower is inner turmoil, putting on a brave face. The positive keywords, inner peace, man, they made it so fancy, I can't read it. Oh, inner peace, expressiveness. Oh, expressiveness. A problem shared is a problem solved. I don't know why they use this typeset, but anyway. So I'm looking forward to sharing more about these flower essences as I'm learning to use them. Like I said, I used to practice them a long time ago. Here's the funny story. Like in 1987, 85. After I withdrew from grad school, I got a job at I graduated. I left grad school in 1985. Yeah, I'm 63 years old, Mr. Scott.
63 years old.
63. So
Oh,
I
still.
was working at a natural health clinic. I was a receptionist, and I was able to take the training to be certified with the Bach Flower Remedies, and I got a kit at a discounted price, $150 or something. And so I got the kit, and I started practicing. I had a few clients, and then somebody had lent me some money a few years before, but he told me it was a gift. But 2 years later, he said he needed the money back. So I had to sell my kit. And it took me 40 years to get another kit, but I got the kit now.
Thank God for that.
Yes, thank you. Because this is why it's a funny story. He heard me talking about how I was working at the Whole Foods restaurant, the first one in Austin, Texas. And he heard me talking to my friends that I was going to go dance at a strip club because I needed money for my rent. So he said, he gave me $300 and he said, I never want to hear you talk about that again. Don't ever say you're going to go dance for your rent. And so I thought it was a gift, but he wanted the money back. But anyway, at that time, I had made myself a flower essence. And what you do is you take, it's just an empty dropper bottle. You fill it with pure water. And then you just put in 3 or 4 drops in the water. And then you shake it up. And then when you serve yourself a glass of water, you just use 3 or 4 drops of the thing you just made. So it's very diluted. It's highly diluted. But since I started taking the one for confidence, because it's basically the same one that I took 40 years ago. confidence and, no fear to express yourself. And then I took the other one, I made another one for having compassion for people and being more understanding in my communications. And I definitely feel a difference. And what I use, it came with these little cards here. So you just shuffle the cards, and then that's one way to choose the flower essence to use. And let's say you only want to put 2 or 3 or 4. So I just chose this one. What is it? Beach. This is the same one that I won that's in my formula. Compassion will cure more than condemnation. Okay, so that's another way you can choose the flower essences for your formula. And if you're interested in, me putting one together for you, just DM me, and for a donation to Astrology Temple, I can send you one. I really feel they work, and I'm going to be talking more about them.
So if I'm wait, I have question to ask. If I'm interested, should you pay money before I get it, or you teach me also more for me to know more about it?
Yeah, you can learn more about it. You can just look it up online, or we could email, talk about it. DM. You could do that if you're interested in flower essences, astrology, or sound healing, or any of the other.
Are you sure you have time for that?
Not right now.
No, I don't mean right now. Maybe tomorrow, next tomorrow.
Yeah, you have time. I always have time to help people on their healing journey. Let's see. Divine Duality Music says, I even had a vision with my daughter. She'll tell me later. Yes, having visions with your daughters or about your daughters is a thing. Yeah, I have 2 daughters. They're age 34 and 37. I was gonna say she's 38, 37. Yeah, and motherhood is really something else. It's when they grow up. Like for instance, my older daughter has not spoken to me in 14 years. The younger daughter and I are very good friends, but the older daughter and I were estranged. It's really been hard. That's why I'm happy to get these Bach flower remedies, because I'm going to be working on some of the emotions. 7 and 10. Okay. Yeah, that's about the same age difference as my girls, 34 and 37. Yeah, I had them at home. They were home birthed. No midwife, only their dad was present for the birth. It was life-changing. Some of the best moments of my life was giving birth to them. Well, anyway, I'm really surprised. I didn't know there were so many more Bach flower remedies than the 32 or the 38.
After this, do you have any gift for your fans?
Do I have any gifts? What kind of gifts can I give you over the internet?
Any gift from your heart?
I can do a pendulum reading, or I can tell you your sidereal birth sign. I did some sound healing earlier. I can play the chimes again.
Is it a gift?
Is it a gift? It's a sound healing gift. You mean if I can give you something? I don't know how to give gifts. Usually people in lives give us gifts. You can tap the screen. Gift.
You don't know how to give gifts?
I could sing. I could share my gifts. That's all I could do. I could share my gifts. I could sing.
Through singing?
Yeah. I can do another sound healing session since you all weren't here for the first one. So I have here these chimes, celestial chimes. Well, these are solfeggio chimes. We have the one for miracles and DNA repair, or Chakra. Put on this little stick there. And then this one is Ma'at for purifying the heart. Keep your heart as light as a feather for opening up to the truth. This is the same order as the first one. And then this one is 396 Pet for releasing doubt and fear and guilt. So normally I just chant while I play the chimes. That's my gift. I'm sharing my gift with you. Okay?
So how can I receive this gift?
Just listen. Sound healing. It goes into the water in the body and realigns the molecules with the sound and intention. Just like I was reading from the book on flowers. Put the flowers in the water. So this one is going to help you release guilt and fear, to purify your heart, make your heart light as a feather with no regrets, and bring about transformation in your life, repair your DNA, and open the way for miracles. So here's my gift. The frequencies of the netters. I'm so glad that Mr. Scott asked me to share my gifts again. I don't think that's what he meant. I think he was just here to flirt. But that's okay. Flirting can be healing, right? Thank you for being here, Divine Duality Music. You know, I also have a song about the divine duality of the Creator. I don't usually, like I'm keeping everything segmented, so that will be for tomorrow, but I'll definitely sing it right now. But let's see if let me make sure I remember. It's been so long. Oh, yeah, I'm drawing a blank. Well, that's it. I'm drawing a blank. See if I can remember it in 5 minutes. Yeah, it's a blank. Well, there is a song for the divine duality, and it's usually on the Thursdays. The Tarian devotion is on Thursdays, so hopefully that's why I'm drawing a blank. But I believe that I released the song on SoundCloud. But if I can't remember the name of it, how are you gonna find the song? I have to admit, I have really gotten away from my spiritual practice since I made the determination to finish my book, and then I started the rehab, the renovations, and my music devotion practice. Since my harp was stolen last summer, I was so depressed I couldn't even bring myself to do it. However, a few months ago, I got totally re-inspired, and I started doing live streams again, and I finished doing that renovation work, which was really cleansing and clearing for me. And so I made the determination that after the middle of fall, Dia de los Muertos, I'm going to get everything back into alignment. I'm about to spend the next 10 days, well, I guess now it's 7 days, with a deep, thorough cleaning of my home space with the botanicas and the chants and the rituals. And then Dia de los Muertos, I'm going to start back up with my spiritual practice routine, and also with my yoga practice. My yoga practice, some young people have asked me to start teaching, and that's why I took time off from everything to finish the book. I have the 2 books, the Hesiu Netaru, which is the sound healing frequencies of the Netaru, and then the yoga posture system, the Akusaneb, the reflective movement meditation. And both of these tools are to be used to create and to manifest, to create, to learn how to create the way our celestial ancestors create. And I'll tell you, when I was following it daily, I was so on point with my meditation and my yoga practice and my spiritual devotion. It was like, And then I had to take a break because it wasn't, I was so into it that I wasn't working on the books. So I had to work on the books. Oh, the Emerald Tablets. Okay, I have not listened to the Emerald Tablets. I'm one of those that I was just studying with my teacher, Dr. Ashby, and I have not really gotten into all the other Kemetic texts that are out there. And then also, my journey now is to unite Eastern and Western Kemet, or Kemet and Tameri, which is North, Central, and South America, Tamerica. And that's why I do Tamerican Tuesdays, to get me, into like doing that research as well. So I am gonna be studying the Emerald Tablets, and then the works by Bishop DeLanda, the one that went to the Central and South America for the king and the queen and was told to destroy everything, but before he destroyed everything, he documented it. So he documented everything and then destroyed it, and then on his way home he felt guilty, and then he published his books, and he felt guilty that he destroyed so much. Like, they had been keeping records for thousands of years, and he just destroyed it all in like one minute. Ugh. But I am going to be combining the 2 teachings, or comparing the 2 teachings of the Olmec and Kemet. And that's really what my journey is Kemet, Olmec, Tamerica. Yeah, that's what it's all about, really. So I'm just going to really start getting into that more. Looking at the clock here. Okay. I won't stop. I took a break, because I was mourning the loss of my instrument from Ghana. It was a harp, handmade harp, and I left it in a lift. Well, actually, the lift, I was unhauling my gear, and the lift driver said, "Okay, that's everything," and I trusted him. And I didn't discover till the next day that I could not find my harp and he was still in the car, and he never responded to my calls or my texts. Lyft didn't respond. And so I just kind of stopped playing music. I was still singing, but I wasn't like sitting down in front of my altar and like offering devotion. But last year I was doing online devotional offerings. I would read from the Purdah Maru and then write a song based on wisdom teachings live. And it was exhilarating, but it was really stressful because I had like real microphones set up and lighting, and had a backdrop, and then I had to prepare myself for ritual, and I was dressed in white, and it was like at 4 or 5 a.m. because that's when we do our rituals, our spiritual practice, and it was just too much, and I couldn't engage, I couldn't interact with people because I didn't feel right, like, giving thanks and what are you wearing? So this is better. So I do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, American Tuesdays, Wellness Wednesdays, Natarian Devotion on Thursdays, and then for like the full moon or the spiral dance, next spiral dance is November 1st, or like if there's like 7 retrograde planets, or if Pluto is conjuncting Saturn retrograde, if something really unusual, or when the sun or the planets move through the sacred hoop, or just different really special things. Then I'll offer, make a live offering. And those will be by donation or subscription service to Osmatisi Temple. Oh, Nitra, I'm just about to sign off. Thank you so much for being here. And those will be for like temple membership, but I'm getting those ready. But I have time to talk today a little bit later on. Wednesday. If I can multitask and talk, I can. But if I have to sit down and I have a wellness event this evening I have to prepare for. So I'll be like, but we can certainly try, yeah. I think I'll be leaving at 4 p.m. Central. So, and I have a conference. I don't think so. Today I have a meeting at 11. I think Saturdays are the best days for me because now that I'm doing live Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, and then I have evening events Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday evening, those days are kind of like really squished for me. And I'm still doing Frequency Friday. I could probably talk during Frequency Friday. Leave me your phone number in the DMs and I'll try to call you Friday or definitely Saturday. And Nitra, I so appreciate your presence whenever you are able to stop by. We had a great conversation yesterday. Okay, California. Okay, yeah, just drop me your DM and I will try to call you on Friday or Saturday. I know it shouldn't be that hard just to have a phone call, but I won't be able to like engage in the phone call. I'll be like, okay, I gotta go. Because I gotta go. I want to, talk for an hour or something. Okay, so today I think was a good Wellness Wednesday. I wasn't able to get the astrology chart today. There was something wrong with my login, but we did talk about astrology. We did talk about the frequencies. We had 2 sound healing demonstrations. That's what will be offered on the temple memberships. The sound healing offerings, the cosmic adorations, and the spiral dance medicine wheel. This spiral dance medicine wheel will still be for the public, but in the future it'll be for temple members. And we talked about the pinhole glasses, how my new shipment just came in. I'm really excited. And also I'm about to invest in pinhole glasses with designer frames and different colors. And it's got my logo on the side. I tried this back in 2007, but back then you could only get pinhole glasses from outside of the United States. You couldn't actually get them in the United States. The FDA banned them for 25 years because they actually work. And so I had found a factory in China that sent them directly to me. And the FDA detained them at the, I think it's UPS Center for 5 years. They detained them for 5 years. I had ordered 3,000 pair, $4,000. Pikachu. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't play the games yet, you guys. I'm just here talking about wellness. And all sign friends, the FDA detained me for 5 years because you're supposed to do a drop ball test, and that's only supposed to be for glasses, but they were trying to keep me from my glasses. I hired an attorney and lost another $3,000, but the manufacturer helped me pay for the attorney. We lost money there. We got ripped. That attorney was charging $600 per phone call and $600 if he sent an email. I didn't find that out till later. So I didn't get those. But the people who sent me these glasses, we're gonna work on getting wooden frames and bamboo frames and designer frames, all different colors with the logo. Let's see if I can do my Egyptian dance move. I'm still practicing. Okay. Yes, so we'll have a great conversation. Divine Duality music. I'm gonna look for that song. I'm so embarrassed that I could not remember it today, but I'm gonna offer it tomorrow. Oh, I just remembered it. Okay, here we go. So this is a song based on the teachings from the Temple of Aset, the myth of Aset. I talked about that a lot last week. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. Neter neter ti, dual consciousness. Neter neter ti, dual consciousness. Neter neter ti, absolute creativity. Neter neter ti, absolute creativity. All right, that's just a little slice of the chant. It's referring to the dual divinity of the Creator. Because we think of, in the Tarian traditions, Ra is the Creator, but Ra is creation, and Khepri is the Creator. So it's dual consciousness in that aspect. And then once we have attained our divinity, we have dual divinity. That means we can see in the spirit realm and the physical realm. Dual divinity, duality. That's when your duality, divine duality, reminded me of dual consciousness. And then also duality, to be aware of the physical and the spiritual and the physical at all times. And then also in our consciousness, we have our ego personality and our royal personality. And we have to live with both. We can't get rid of our ego, but we have to learn to train our ego to go in alignment with our royal personality, our higher personality. So that's what your name reminds me of. I'm sure you do. Alrighty then, I have a goal of going for an hour and a half, they say, and so just want to make sure I get the minimum. Okay, yeah, they're letting me know I did do an hour and a half, so we're going to stay on just a few more minutes. And yeah, so tomorrow on Natarian Thursday, we'll be covering some of my favorite topics in Natarian devotion. The Neters are the cosmic forces of nature. That's where the word nature comes from. Nature. It's different ways to pronounce these words from the Medu Neter or Medu Neter. It could be nature, it could be netter or nature, Medu Neter, but it means divinity. And Hesiu Neteru is the vibrations of the Neteru, the vibrations of the divinity, the gods and goddesses. The Neteru are not, quote unquote, just gods and goddesses. They're cosmic forces. They each represent a force of nature that was used in creation and that sustains creation. So, when we worship the Neteru or honor them, we're not just worshiping them, we're thanking them for existing. And we're learning how to be closer to them, learning how to be one with them, learning how to be like them, learning how to become them so that we can create and manifest in our lives. One thing about Goddess Aset is she didn't start out as a goddess. She started out as a lady, as a human. And she was bored with life, nothing really was passionate. She wasn't passionate about life. And she had studied all the sciences and become experts at healing and engineering, architecture, everything. And she was like, there has to be more to life. And so she set out to become a goddess, to become like Ra. And I went into detail a little bit about this from last week's Unitarian Thursday. So if you're really interested, you can watch the replay. I have no idea what I'll be discussing tomorrow, but it will be Nefer. Nefer is wonderful, good, beautiful. We usually go down the list of some of my favorite terms from the hieroglyphs. I'm not a hieroglyphs expert yet. I'm learning. I've been studying with Kimmy Got Bars here on TikTok. If you can find her, she goes live shortly after I end. Kimmy Got Bars. If you want to learn hieroglyphs, that's the place to go. But for divinity and devotion and music and astrology and metaphysics and Olmec and Cherokee and Lakota and sound healing and Bach flower remedies and crystals and pendulums, this is the place. Good Rising TV, Light Being Wellness, and Asmataji Temple of Divine Light, Healing, and Sweet Sounds. Light Being Wellness is about to become Light Being Wellness Center once the space is renovated, and you'll be able to come here and if you want to fast for 3 days or fast for 5 days, I will cook for you, I will clean for you, I'll make juice for you, your bedding will be changed, you can take a hot bath, you can have sound healing, we have a yoga class, all my healing practices. You can stay here for like 5 days or a week, or you can do you'll be able to do the dark room where you live in total darkness for 8 days and 8 nights, or 13 days and 13 nights. Same thing. You'll be in total darkness, and I'll come in and check on you 3 times a day and provide your food and drink, linens, towels, the whole shebang. It's like an Airbnb, but for healing. And then another service you can get is the womb wellness, where you first we do the ceremony where you reclaim your energy, and by cutting the cords to past relations that are still hooked into your womb. And then you can do the yoni steam, because I have a yoni steam kit. You can do the yoni pearls, and you can get a facial, pedicure. I'll do all that. And then you can take a hot bath. Well, you do a hot bath first, then the pedicures. And then you come and have a sound healing session. We have a consultation. We can do yoga or dance or whatever. So that's the type of wellness center that this is about to become. Yes, so it's wonderful. So anyway, I really appreciate those of you who are tuned in and stayed a while. I appreciate all the love and the hearts. And I will be back tomorrow for Unitarian Devotion Thursdays, 8 to 9:30 a.m. Central. If the weather's lovely, I will still go out to Frequency Friday, and we'll see about that. But otherwise, tonight, if you're in the Chicago area, come to Pilsen for the Pueblo Market. It's what's the address? 2015 South Laughlin. It's near Blue Island. It's like a wonderful Mexican diverse community. They have a wonderful market there. It's 420 friendly. So I'll be there tonight. And then tomorrow night I have dance class. They did make a video of the dance performances, so I'll be posting that soon too, my belly dance class. Okay, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks for the love. And I will be talking to you soon, Divine Duality Music, because I got to get ready for the event tonight. Thank you, Nitraj, you're still here. And thanks you for all of you who are tuning in. Hatep. Even Mr. Scott.